What we know about how first impressions are represented in the brain is through a whole body of research, some that I did and many, many others. So what we know about the brain, that basically we have several systems. Here the frontal parts, around here, which is exactly behind your forehead, these are the areas that were found to represent social information. Whenever you observe others, you need to evaluate them, you need to make a judgment, or just really process social information, you would see activation in these areas. And we also have the amygdala, which I don't have it here, but it's kind of inside, roughly, behind the insula, inside here in the temporal lobes. The amygdala is a key region in emotional reaction, learning about what is significant in the environment, identifying cues quickly. So if you combine these two, perhaps you can create a dynamic system that can form rapid impression and slower impression. And the rapid impression would involve these emotional systems that react more automatically and rapidly. And this is maybe could refer to the gut feeling you have. Whereas the other systems that evolved later give you the slower, more elaborated impressions. The same way we react automatically, we also adjust our behavior automatically, because we are we're actually pretty perceptive creatures, and even without awareness, just based on other people's reaction to us, we would behave differently, or maybe subconsciously learn what affects other people. And the way we present ourselves, social cues are incredibly significant. We can see when we look at brain activation, the strongest activation and the most attention goes to facial expressions, to people versus objects. So we're very tuned to analyze social others, and these are the most pronounced emotional cues. This is our survival environment. So can we change first impressions? We can speculate based on what we know, especially from how we process emotional information. And this initial association or learning that we have is fairly persistent. And usually what happens later is not necessarily an update of this first impression, but additional learnings that compete, and you weigh them differently. Social others, which are our peers and people in our environment, are an extremely important cues for us. If we talk about the jungle, this is our human jungle. And the brain is very tuned to process these very important stimuli. And there is this rapid processing system and slower processing system that work together. You have the first impression rapidly, automatically, and then you update. So if we treat social behavior and the way we look and appear as a sort of a survival cue, or we compare it to the jungle, you actually deliver many, many subtle cues by the way your appearance, the way you carry yourself, how comfortable you are with your appearance and your approach to other people. People can sense that. And this is all getting processed. So first impression, the way you present yourself, is really the first line of information that the brain gets and gives you the template that you then later on update.